Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, igama lami andisiwe. I talk about feminine energy, inner healing, and becoming the best version of yourself so that you can live your best life. And if that is something that interests you, please click the like button below and subscribe to my channel. Ladies, I'm excited talking about the topic that we're going to talk about today. So please grab your notepad and then let's dive in. Now, ndase that the way to healing your feminine energy is the only way and the only gateway to creating and experiencing the great abundant life that you desire in your reality. Right now, and you see, what do you mean? Healing your feminine energy is the only way. You have to heal your feminine energy. Your feminine energy is your superpower, if I may say it. Is your superpower. Remember, feminine energy is receiving energy. Feminine energy is receptive, and you are a feminine being, meaning you are the receptive, the receiving energy, right? So please note that. Probably if you are new in this channel, you are new here, you're probably asking, okay, Andy, so what are you talking about? What is feminine energy? I'm going to briefly explain to you. There's two energies, right? There's masculine energy, there's feminine energy. All of us, both men and women, we are born with both of these energies. But 80% of us women are born with a stronger feminine energy, right? And then 80% of men, they are born with a stronger masculine energy and a little bit of feminine energy. Us, we are born with 80% naturally feminine energy and 20% masculine energy, right? So we all have these energies. Now, feminine energy, it's the loving kind of spirit in you, the nurturing you, the loving you, the humble you, the intuitive you, the playful you, right? The feminine energy is playful, is loving, is intuitive, is caring. She is open to life possibilities, right? She's not worried about life. She's living in the now. She's living in the now. She's playful and open to life possibilities. Feminine energy has a very strong desire to love, to be loved and love. That's just us, right? Now, to make it simple for you, feminine energy is it's a childlike kind of spirit. So all the traits that I just described to you, that she's loving, she's intuitive, she's playful, she's nurturing to those closer to her, she's open to life possibilities. These are the traits you find in a child. That is why I'm saying feminine energy is childlike. It's a childlike kind of spirit. And remember, God says in the book of Matthew, I'm not sure of the verse, God says, unless you become childlike, you won't be able to see the kingdom of heaven. So being a childlike is to our own benefit, right? So being in your feminine energy is your own benefit. I mean, reconnecting and bringing back your feminine essence is for your own benefit, because it's in you. It's in you. You just have to allow it to come out and be and bring it back to life, you know? So being a childlike, being in your feminine energy is for your own benefit. Now, for you to understand, again, I'm going to make another example. Probably you've seen a child, a 5-year-old girl or a 4-year-old girl, I think a 5-year-old girl, when they start playing with toys, if you've noticed, when they play with toys, if she's a girl, she's going to play with dolls, she's going to play with teddy bears, she's going to play a homemaker. She's not behaving that way because she sees mama doing it or she sees her elder sisters doing it. No, it's in her nature to be a nurturer. It's in her nature to be a lover. It's in her nature to play a homemaker because she's a feminine being, right? Now, masculine energy, I'm sure you've also realized, a 5-year-old boy, they play with toys. I mean, they play with cars, they play with tires, they play provider, You know why they behave that way? It's not because they see daddy doing it, they see daddy going out and work and provide. No, they do that, they behave that way because it's in their nature. To be masculine is in their nature. They are masculine beings. So I hope now you understand the difference between feminine energy and masculine energy, or you understand feminine energy. And feminine energy is all that we have as women. God gave it to us. It's our gift. It's our gift. It's your feminine energy. Like I said, healing your feminine energy is the only way to creating and experiencing a great life in your reality, right? Now remember that God said us women, we are helpers. God created us to be helpers. God said we are helpers, meaning we have to receive something in order to be able to give a helping hand. That's how we designed. That's how we are designed. We are receiving energy. We are the receptive energy. We have to give. We have to receive in order to give. We have to receive, right? A masculine being has to go out there. A masculine man, a healthy masculine man knows and understands that he is a masculine man. He has to go out there and work and succeed and bring home food. When you're cooking that food, making a meal, it's you giving a helping hand. When he buys a house for you, when you turn it into a home, a loving home, that is you giving a helping hand. You have to receive in order to give birth in anything. You receive a seed from him. You give birth to your child. You have to receive in order to give birth to anything. I hope that you understand. That is why I'm saying you are the receiving energy. Feminine energy is the receiving energy. You have to receive in order to give birth. You have to receive. You are designed to receive. That is how God made us women. That is how we are created. We have to receive in order to give birth. Right? Now, because we're living in a hustle bustle kind of world, we're living in a masculine structured world, right? We have become so masculine to the core that we don't even know that there is a feminine energy that we are feminine beings. We don't know that we're feminine beings. We don't know that we are designed to receive, because some of us, we have lost our feminine essence when we were young. When we were young, playing with dolls, playing with teddy bears, playing homemaker, probably our feminine energy, our feminine essence was wounded at the time. Probably you were rebuked by being a girly, by expressing how you feel, by being vulnerable. Maybe you grew up with boys. Maybe your father loved more of your brothers, not you, and then you developed that masculine shell to protect your feminine energy, your feminine essence from being hurt again. Or maybe it happens, for example, for me, when I grew up, I witnessed my role model, which was my mom, struggling. I witnessed her struggling in a lot of things, struggling with guilt and shame from being abused by a wounded masculine man. So I was like, I don't want to ever go through this. I don't want to experience this. I don't want to go through what she went through. So I'm going to grow up and be a hyper independent girl boss that does not depend on any man, that does not need any man for anything. That's how we develop masculinity, because we didn't feel safe. We don't trust masculine men. We don't trust men because we were once wounded, or we once witnessed our mothers, our aunts being mistreated, being abused physically, emotionally by a toxic, wounded, distorted man. So we grow up and then we develop that masculine shell to protect our feminine essence. I'm trying to say it is okay to go out there and work for yourself and provide for yourself, but the energy behind you working up for yourself, providing for yourself, it has to change, because you are safe now. You can bring your feminine essence out. You are safe. No one is going to hurt you. No one is going to abuse you emotionally. Because I know a lot of independent girl bosses, they working out there, climbing the corporate ladder, which is great. But at the back of their mind, the reason for them to work and provide for themselves is because they don't want to depend on any man. They don't want to be abused by any man, you know? Or they're telling themselves that, okay, I'm going to go out there and work so that no man that is, so that I can get any man that I want. I can get a man to do anything that I want whenever I want. No, it doesn't work like that. When you go out there to work for yourself, having your business, having many degrees, if you think you're going to get any man that you want, no, you're not going to get any man that is going to do what you want. But you want to attract boys. You want to attract boys that will milk you out of your hard work and money and just, wound you more. They will hurt your feminine energy more and more, because you're going to feel like you have to be the one being responsible. You have to be the masculine one. You have to plan dates. You have to take care of this person. You have to, because he just decided to take a back seat because he's a boy, you know. With all your hard work and your degrees and everything, a healthy masculine man, guys, a healthy masculine man, does not get phased with your degrees, with your businesses, with everything. They don't care. A healthy masculine man does not have time for that. They don't. For example, to me, my husband does not care if I have a business, I'm selling homes. My husband does not care if I sell or I don't sell a house. He doesn't care. He doesn't even know how many houses I sold today, because they just, a healthy masculine man does not care about your achievement, about whatever you have. They only care about putting a roof over your head, about loving you, about protecting you, about respecting you, about providing for you, because they understand that God created them to provide and care for a woman. It's in their nature. They are masculine. It's in their nature. Guys, I can talk about this topic for days. I love it. I love talking about feminine energy and masculine energy. So I am hoping that you understand that it is okay that we grow up to be so masculine because of the things that probably we experienced when we were young, because of the pain, because of the things that we have witnessed, maybe our mothers, our aunts going through, you know. Some of us, it was not even abused. We didn't see our role model being abused, but we've witnessed poverty. We've witnessed struggles. So we were like, I don't want to struggle. I'm going to go out there and work and provide for myself so that I won't struggle. That is okay. But please take this from today. I would love if you would take this from today, that you are working for yourself, to provide for yourself, because you are worthy of a comfortable, fulfilling lifestyle. Don't say, I'm working, I'm providing for myself because I don't want to depend on any man. Or I'm working and providing for myself because I'm coming from humble beginnings, so I don't want to go through what I went through. I don't want to grow. I don't want to experience the experience that I had when I was a child, where I had to struggle. No. Because this kind of mentality, they're making us struggle more. While you are working, while you have your business, you'll be like, life feels stagnant, you know? So change the mentality, change the reason. The reason for you to work out there, to go out and provide for yourself, because you are worthy and deserving of a comfortable lifestyle. You are worthy and deserving of an abundant life. You are worthy and deserving of that income and more. That's how you're going to work. That's why you're providing for yourself. Now, when a masculine man comes into your life, your income, your business, it's not about 50-50. That is for you to help at home there and there. So it's for you, but otherwise you're not a man. A man is gonna pay rent, do everything that needs to be done at home, buy food, buy electricity, do everything, pay up your expenses. When your income, that's That is why there's a lot of struggles in many marriages nowadays. It's because there's two men, and you can't put two bulls in a kraal. When you say 50-50, you're putting two bulls in a kraal. It doesn't work like that. There's only one man that has to provide and do everything. When, as a woman, take your back seat. Take your back seat. You're not a man. You know, this is something that I kind of experienced in my first year of marriage as well, because I've been independent on myself for years. I realized that I'm not trusting my husband that much with providing for me, or I'm not happy with the way, I'm not happy by not being the one buying groceries, buying electricity, paying your bills. I realized that I'm not happy about that. And it took me 6 months to realize that. I remember, God does not do bad things to us. No. God allows life to happen to us so that we can learn. The only one who does bad things to us is the devil himself. So what happened to me is that God allowed for me to be out of business for almost 8 months so that I can learn to depend and trust my husband, the head of the house, to provide for me. You know how loving is that? It was not easy, and I'll be happy to see my husband packing the car with groceries, with sanitary pads and everything that we need and everything that I need. You know, it took me 7 months out of business for me to learn that. God just allowed for me to be out of business. And I had to learn that my business is not for me to provide, to be the provider. It's not for me to be the man. Because when I want to be the provider, I'm actually taking my husband's space. He's the one that's supposed to provide. Now, why ndifuna uba leader ngoku mna ndifuna uba ndimo provider? Uyabona into esinjalo? Ayikho right xa injalo mntasekhaya, and I'm going to be straight and be honest with you. So now, if you're single, I mean, I love it. But know this, when you're working for yourself, providing for yourself, it is because you are worthy and deserving of a comfortable lifestyle, right? Let me come back here so that we don't forget. I know I carry on. Now I have points here that I've written three points that you can use to heal your feminine energy. This is something that I did to heal my feminine energy. Remember that the way too. You are the receiving energy. You are the feminine being. You're supposed to receive love. You're supposed to receive care. You're supposed to receive protection, right? And when you receive all those things, love, protection, and care, you bloom like flowers. So allow yourself to receive. It starts with you. Allow yourself to receive. It's February. It's a month of love. Receive from you. How about focus all your energy on you? Receive the attention from you. Receive care from you. Stop focusing on pleasing people. No, focus on you. Receive from you. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You come first. You come first. In my life, God comes first, and then me, and then my marriage and my husband, right? Because I can't say God comes first, and then my husband, and then my marriage, and then my business. No, where am I? God comes first, and me, my well-being, my happiness, my mental health, all right? And then now my husband and our marriage and my businesses and everything, and then the relatives now, which is my mother, my sisters, and everybody else, you know? So create structure in your life. If you're single, amen, put yourself first. Take care of yourself. Give yourself the queen treatment that you want. Give it to yourself. Give yourself the high quality treatment that you desire. Buy yourself nice flowers from Woolworths. Take care of yourself. You know, be there for yourself first. That's how you attract a healthy masculine man. That's how people will treat you. They treat you the way you treat yourself. If you don't love yourself, you don't respect yourself, you're going to attract a man that is not going to love yourself, a man that is not going to respect you. So it starts with you, you know? Let me come back here. So I have written here 3 points for you to heal your feminine energy so that you can be in that receiving state. So that you can be You can be the feminine being that God created you to be in your feminine energy all the time. Of course, you must be in your masculine when you have to work, you do things, get things done, but you are meant 80% of the time to be in your feminine energy. Now, how do you do that? You heal your feminine energy. How do you heal your feminine energy? This is how I healed mine. Number one, you have to get out of the survival mode. I made a video on how to get out of the survival mode. I'm gonna link it on the description below on how you can heal your survival mode. You have to heal your survival mode because feminine energy thrives on safety. You're not gonna be able to be in your feminine energy if you don't feel safe, right? That is why you have to get out of survival mode. That is why you have to heal your survival mode, right? Now, number two, what I did, I wrote a letter to myself. Now you're gonna write a letter to yourself. When and how did your feminine energy got hurt? How was your childhood? How was your childhood? Write down. This is what I did for myself. I wrote a letter to myself about my childhood, the way it was, exactly as it was. I wrote it down. So write how was your childhood. And then after reading that letter, I'm writing a letter about my childhood to myself. After reading the letter, I got to realize that I was a victim. Nobody's supposed to raise a child like that. I remember, guys, I always talk about this. I was a people pleaser. And I learned to people please at a young age because I've lived, I don't know in how many homes when I was young, you know. So I had to learn to people please. I was neglected, I was love starved as a child. That's why I learned to people please at a young age, you know. So I wrote that letter to myself and I realized that I am a victim here. I was not supposed to be raised this way. This is not the way to raise a child. But also after realizing that I was a victim, remember I was already working on myself at the time. I also realized that I was a victim of a victim. Meaning the people who raised me, they raised me the best way they know how. Yes, it was not the best, but it was the best way they know how. It's probably how they were raised. This is how they were raised themselves. So I was a victim of a victim. That made it easier for me, ladies, to forgive. That made it easier for me to forgive the past. That made it easier for me to forgive and let go. And now me and my parents, we have a healthy, fulfilling relationship, you know, because I decided to forgive. So if you're watching this video now, you have high chances of healing your feminine energy and living the best life of your life. So decide to forgive your parents. Forgive it because probably they're gonna die with those wounds, you know, of how they were raised and everything because but somewhere in the villages, they don't have YouTube, they don't have the opportunity that you have for you, like you have right now for you to heal. So forgive them, right? Now number three, like I said, you're gonna focus your energy on you. You're gonna do these steps. Write down how was your feminine energy got hurt. How was your feminine energy got hurt? Because feminine energy thrives on safety. You have to heal, you have to feel safe for you to thrive in your feminine essence. For you to bring out your feminine essence, you have to feel safe. So you must heal. You must heal out of survival mode. You must get out of survival mode to feel safe and thrive in your feminine energy. The last one, focus all your energy on you. Like I said, receive from you, receive love from you, receive kindness from you, receive appreciation from you, receive validation from you. A lot of people, they are searching for external validation. They are looking for validation out of themselves, and you're never gonna find that. Nobody can fulfill the yearning that your soul requires from you. No one. So it starts with you. So number three is focusing all your energy on you. Focus all your energy on you. Do that. Heal out of survival mode. Find a new hobby. Learn something. Invest on you. Invest in you. Invest in you. It's a month of love. Give to yourself. Take care of yourself. Be there for yourself. Be there for yourself. Remember, there is a 5-year-old little girl in you. Even if you are 60, even if you are 70, There's a 5-year-old little girl that needs love, that needs attention, that needs validation from you. The reason we have a lot of insecurities, we fear, we are scared about life, we're anxious about life. These are the things that we have experienced when we were young. Now, when you're going back to take care of yourself, the 5-year-old in you, and understanding that the way you behave right now as an adult, it's because there is a 5-year-old little girl in you that needs to be loved. That is why you're looking out there for men to love you. It starts with you. Love it starts with you. Like my friends always laugh when I'm saying, they're laughing at me when I'm saying, if you are not ready to love someone, don't get married. You get married and you know that you are ready to you get married when you know that you are ready to love someone. Be there for someone, because you are love itself. You have loved yourself enough to understand that you are love. You come first. You come first. And then when you are filled with love, with joy, with abundance, now you're going to be able to share that with someone else, you know. No man, ladies, wants to be with an angry bird. So that is all for me today, ladies. I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. Like I said, I'm gonna link the other videos on the description below. Enjoy yourself. Take care. Enjoy the video. Take care of yourself. Remember, don't focus on the outcome. Enjoy the process of becoming the best, greater version of yourself. I love you so much, and that is all from me today. I'm gonna see you next week.